Hey guys, welcome to Z's Comics Reviews number 3 of Volume 2. We are hitting the ground running. We are starting off with Nightwing. Number 122. Yes. Thunder, regale us of your boy's adventures.
My boy, this one is more of like a villain issue because it's giving you I forget her name, but the main villain of this, who is like stereotypical evil person, like evil business person, that's supplying all these things,
burying the toxic chemicals under the school thing. Gotcha.
Almost, it seems, because she's supplying all the police the Bloodhaven police force with weapons, and the Bloodhaven police force is so corrupt that they're being douchey. Like straight up, just they unalived a kid in like 2 issues ago and stuff like that. Like, they are just going wild, and Nightwing's over here trying to tell like the mayor and everyone, like, look, this person's up to no good, she's bad, I know who she is. But at this moment, because even though he's got the proof to prove like, hey, she's bad, it would come at the cost of revealing who he actually is. And so he can't give it to them just yet. But this issue goes over.
Coward!
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, coward.
Sometimes you just gotta be.
He's with somebody who can protect yourself. The dog can even protect itself.
Yes.
That's right. Coward.
Haley.
His dad.
Coward. His stepdad. But legal dad.
Yeah.
His legal dad. Yeah, his legal dad now.
Right.
Everyone in
his entire family can protect themselves. Even his estranged half-sister.
Yes. She's the mayor.
She's the mayor?
Yeah.
Even worse! That's right. I'm sorry, Thunder. I'm calling Nightwing a coward.
She's I can't remember if I'm pretty sure she's the mayor, but I know she's high up. She's definitely high up there,
She's a bureaucrat.
Yeah, she's in there. She's in there,
Okay.
She's in the system.
She's in the system? In the system. All right, she's in the system.
But yes, this is like, because he's talking to her. Most of this issue takes place on top of a building where he's got a secret meeting with his sister and, another high up person, could be like the DA or whatever, but high up person, and he's trying to convince him like, hey, this is the people that, like, this person, she's bad news, and they're like, well, give me proof, and he's like, I will relay, and then it's flashback, and it's I'm thinking it's thinking the art in this, like the flashback art, is becoming like a staple thing of DC, because it did look kind of similar to the Absolute Batman art in the last issue. It gave me those vibes. Maybe they're making it like a staple thing. Like a anytime hazy flashback comes by, this is it. So, but yeah, he goes back to when he was a wee lad with Batman. He's in his Robin suit, Batman, and all that, and they go to the circus and all that, and it's just giving
the underwear.
Yes, with the underwear. Yes, it was there.
Okay.
Revealing the legs and everything.
That was weird.
The legs! No, the legs!
Okay.
You don't remember that Beast Boy saying that?
Yes.
But yes, so it's a pretty good issue. I like it. Like, it gives you the backstory where evidently this was like the only time that he actually ran into her, because they had like one run in, and then she just straight vanished. Like, made Nightwing, like, incapacitated Robin when he was wee lad out of nowhere, like, very easily, and then just vanished.
The sister or the
main villain?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I keep forgetting her name. I apologize. Just read a lot of comics this week and like kind of crammed them last night. So there's a lot of names, especially since there is a new villain in Batman and Robin Year 1. Like, straight up new villain. They gave his...
That's another one we were supposed to do. Okay, we'll do that one real quick too at the end.
Okay, yeah, they gave his backstory in that one too. So there's a lot of like new stuff to try to remember. But yeah, like, they gave the backstory with her and everything. She's like, and now evidently she just turned back up, and he's like, oh, I know who she is, and they're just like, okay, that's a nice story, but I need proof. Need ironclad proof, and that's when he's like, I have it, but it comes at the cost of someone else's identity.
Coward.
And they even kind of say, she's like, even like the lady that's not his sister is all like, well, come on, sometimes, like, if that's all it is, like, whatever, like, sometimes you have to put like others before yourself. I can't go off that. And even his sister is all like, that's like circumstantial or whatever evidence. So like, you're just being dumb if you're not giving it up or whatever.
Mhm.
And so yeah, but it's a good issue. I
like the sister already.
I give it a solid 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. A
Positive 3 out of 5. Positive 3 out of 5.
All right.
Because especially at the end there, like it seems like stuff's gonna get rolling again, and it's nice. I like it. It's my boy doing good, even though yes, probably is a point where it's like, come on, bro, for the greater good. Just kind of
the greater good.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have, and like even then, it's like you don't necessarily when you say, "Hey, I'm Dick Grayson, Nightwing." Maybe they don't release it to the public. They just, they just got those
grand jury type shit, right?
They just got those people that are like, okay, we may now know who Nightwing is. We're not going to tell everyone.
And a verified informant or something.
Exactly, something like that.
So,
but yes,
Nightwing number 122. 3 out of 5. All right, fantastic. Let's move on to Rogue in the Savage Land, number 1.
Savage.
Written by Tim Seeley, one of my favorite artists because hack and slash, okay? Hack and slash. Yeah, among other things, he's recently been doing Local Man for Image Comics. This one right here takes place right after Miss Marvel at the time. Miss Marvel.
Yes, Marvel.
And
or is it
Rogue
Miz? Because it's Miz.
Miz, yeah, Marvel. You're right. Miz, this takes place in the past after Ms. Marvel knocks Rogue into the Siege Perilous, and this is basically the in-between that we didn't see back then. I think this was in the early 90s or something like that.
It's definitely long ago. And she's still Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, a long time. But she's also in the the Thunderbird costume. So yeah, Miss Marvel and the Thunderbird costume was around the 90s era. Anyway, artwork fantastic, love it.
Good, yeah.
There's no abstractness to it. Abstract art can lend to a story.
There's a place.
This one, it's clean. It's right there, right in front of you.
Yes.
And it is beautiful. It's vibrant and the writing is just really good. There's something to say about Tim Seeley's ability to get in the head of a tortured heroine, right? And this is no exception. Tim Seeley went above and beyond. And I'm not even that huge of a Rogue fan,
Neither
right?
am I. But
I mean, in recent years, Rogue's been pretty cool, but I'm not really that huge into Rogue.
Yeah.
This one right here made me a Rogue fan. Between the art and the writing, it made me a Rogue fan. Okay. I
mean, I'm still not all right. Yes, I'm 100% in. I'm into Rogue. She is cool.
Oh no,
she is cool. But
I'm not 100%, but I'm I'm a lot more of a fan than I was.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm still about the same. Because I know she's cool. She's awesome. Heck, she's pulling a castaway. She's freaking doing it herself. She's surviving on this savage land on her own. She's cool. But still, it's definitely good stuff.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of inner. They wrote a bunch of inner monologue. About half of it, a little more than half of this comic is inner monologue, and it's great. It's great scenery. It's great writing. The setup at the end is where it kind of faltered a little bit. It might be doing a little too much for one series that's supposed to be 5 issues, I think.
Yes,
5 or 6 issues. There's 3 new setups for something. Yeah. And for such a limited series, I think it's going to have a rough time sticking the landing. That's the only reason why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll give it the same.
Yeah, if it wasn't for them attempting to shoehorn in multiple things at the end,
it gave me for the first start, I was kind of oh, this is kind of like Oliver on the island sort of feel. And then towards the end there, it was oh, okay, this is getting to the sad 6. Oliver on the island stuff. Yeah. And so, but I'm still interested. It still seems pretty good.
I think this is one that I'm going to be doing for the rest. Okay. For the rest of the series. But yeah, I give it a 3 out of 5. Very positive 3 out of 5. Definitely worth a pickup. Yes. Like I said, the writing's great. The art is great. It's got
various variant covers that are good.
Oh my gosh! I
got the shiny version. Had to.
Yeah, the Adam Hughes shiny version. Oh, he's doing another one that I have to order the second print for because Adam Hughes. I'm not doing it to you. I just have to because I have to. It looks amazing already. Greg Land and Adam Hughes covers I have to keep in stock because they don't stay in stock. All right, but yeah, definitely pick up Rogue and the Savage Land #1.
Yes.
The main cover for the #1 and I think the #2 is done by J. Scott Campbell. So check those out. Moving on to Amazing Spider-Man 65-point deaths.
Yes. Yeah, we got Marvel's version of Nightwing, basically personality-wise, taking his spot. But yes, this one, focusing on like the in-between, basically the 2.5 or the 0.5 of last week's issue. You get more Coulson in this, where straight up picks right off from where it left off in the last issue, where Peter's all like, that's it, tapping out, can't do this anymore, because the man just witnessed like thousands, maybe even billions, as Doctor Strange puts it, deaths. Like, witnessed all that, he's tapping out. He's like, Spider-Man no more. But so Doctor Strange, like after picks up right there, he's basically saying like, Pete, no, come back, what up? But Pete's like, nope, slam the door. And Doctor Strange turns around, he's all like, you can go talk to him? And that's when Phil Coulson's like, wait, what? You can see me?
I mean, I would imagine that a moderately corporeal astral projection could see death, because he's almost dead himself, right?
See, the way he put it is just, I may not be the Sorcerer Supreme anymore, but I'm still a friggin' great magician.
Oh, okay.
Or sorcerer, my bad.
That sounds as arrogant as Doctor Strange should be. Okay.
Yeah, that's how he put it. So the whole issue is Peter and Coulson talking, and Coulson trying to like convince him like, hey, come on, come back, buddy, come back. But Peter is kind of like, look, I'm not talking to you. You want to know, like, you can see my memories, you can see stuff because you're deaf now, whatever. Just take a look. And basically like, this is why I'm done. And yeah, it like goes through everything, like all the stuff that has happened to Peter actually, where he's like, Coulson seeing Uncle Ben die, his parents being taken away, the fall off of the the bridge, and all that. And yeah, pretty much in the issue, Coulson's like any other fan that's like, how does he do this? Like, oh my gosh. He's like, they even kind of have that, like, it's this the trope where fans are all like, can they not let Spider-Man be happy? Coulson's doing his monologue during this, and there's a good full 2-page panel of like flashes and all that, and Coulson says that he's like, it's like time doesn't want Peter to be happy. It's like, bro, yes.
Will this actually lead to Death stepping up and saying, all right, let him have his fun?
Yeah. And which is kind of intriguing, because I know next issue's main cover, I think, is, or at least one of the covers is him and Black Cat like embracing, having like a kissing each other and all that. So maybe, and especially since like in the previous issues, you've had like Black Cat have that conversation, like have that throwaway line where she's all like, did you bother not to, like, she's basically complaining, like the loverly complaining of like, why don't you call me? You don't call me that much or whatever. And the last line she gives is, did you know I'm single again? And so, but some people, because I did see a post where someone was, that was the same issue with where we had that conversation about Peter being confirmed that Peter says some
like weird stuff. I remember.
That was that same issue. And so I saw one post too, because like they showed the cover again. I'm not sure if it's a variant cover or it might be the main issue cover. I think. But some people were all like, oh, this one person was actually complaining because they were all like, oh, does this mean that, I forget the girl that he's like in a relationship with now? It's like Sue. Yeah,
she's a scientist or something.
Yeah, like
right?
Sue something. They were all like, oh, I guess this means we're throwing her away or whatever. And I'm all like, hey, she's a pretty nice character, but come on.
She's no
Him
Carly.
And Black Cat got history, bro. And so, but yes, like this issue, you know what? Even though it kind of gonna ruin the setup of like the comics that we got, I'm giving it 5 out of 5.
Just what? Oh my gosh!
It's
a whole 2 points for when we talk.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Now the more that I talk about it, the more that I've been in it, like
Okay, the more that you talk about it, the more you'll think, damn, I really like this.
Because it also kind of fleshes it. It's not just about Peter too. There's some instances in here that tell you about Coulson and everything, and like perhaps why because it's tapping into the fact that he doesn't really know. He's questioning too why he is deaf now. Because like evidently, since it's before I picked up some of the main Marvel comics,
in one of those,
is turned into like an Infinity Gem.
Yeah, the Death Gem was first introduced not too long ago. I want to say about like 4 months ago, and there was a bunch of annuals where the backup stories were telling the creation of the Death Stone for one, and for Coulson's resurrection. The Death Stone just found him and resurrected him, and like Fury came running to him because he activated a transponder or something, and for some reason he buried it with him just in case, because everybody else was coming back, and if he came back he wanted to be the first one to know. Okay, it happened. And now apparently Coulson and the other embodiments of the Infinity Gems, because they're not the stones anymore. In the
they renamed
comics,
the gems stones to be like.
In the comics, they were always the Infinity Gems. Yeah. In the movies, they became the stones.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference was, aside from stones do sound a little bit cooler than gems. But every month, the human or the physical embodiments, the personality embodiments of these gems meet up, and they kind of discuss like the state of the universe kind of thing. But they're all incredibly immature except for Coulson. Okay. And but Coulson is still Coulson.
Yes.
So like he's down in the dumps because he's death. And when he's down, he actually takes on the visage of death. And they tell him every now and then, hey, your death is showing, and he's like, what? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and then bam, Coulson.
So yeah, like you get it a little bit, and I think maybe because I know there's going to be at least one more other deaths issue. I think it's 68. Yeah,
68 is what I just.
68 is another deaths issue. So I think they're starting to like, because they go into a memory of Coulson. I won't go into exactly like what happens in there, but it does kind of start shedding some light on maybe this is why Death chose him to be his new embodiment. But yes, like the story, great. The art is still good. Amazing.
All right.
I'm loving this. So
all right.
I give it the 5s.
All right. Amazing Spider-Man number 65 deaths. 65 point deaths. 5 out of 5. Damn, I gotta start reading this series, because I just want to like sit down in one spot and just read the whole thing. That's why I'm probably gonna end up taking a bunch of these trade paperbacks home during the winter, during the winter snap next week. Moving on to, I forgot what I put on. G.I. Joe number 3.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. All right, G.I. Joe number 3. Hits the ground running exactly where we left off on G.I. Joe number 2. The Joes are licking their wounds. They got they're basically just, they've been through it. And Duke and the new guy, mistrust out the wazoo. Duke and the new guy are straight up duking it out. And
stay in your lane.
I that one was good. You shush. But yeah, they're just like going at it, and it takes one of their injured to say, hey, grow up, do your jobs. When you don't do your jobs, this stuff happens. Well, he's right, and you know, they got to put aside their differences. And then last issue, you saw that, if you've been reading this, you saw that you know, one of their own has infiltrated Cobra, and things go from there. Yes, Cobra Commander somehow has eyes in the back of his head, and finds an infiltrator. Is it the guy that infiltrated? Is it another guy that infiltrated? I don't know. Is there an alien? There's always aliens in the Energon universe.
Do Jaws get...
What? Do Jaws get...
Yeah, dude, straight up, like...
Jaws?
Yeah, Jaws.
Like the dude from... James Bond?
Jaws!
Oh my gosh. I was so confused. I want to play GoldenEye now. But yeah, the artwork still amazing. The storyline, the writing still great. aside from infighting, there's not really a whole lot of fighting in this one. There's not really a whole lot of straight action in here, but you do get introduced to a couple, you know, classic Joe characters.
Yes.
A lot of the like long time fans will, you know, probably be excited by how they're introduced and everything like that.
Yes.
I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Okay.
I will say.
I know the last 2 issues. I'm pretty sure we gave them 5 out of 5s. The only reason why I'm not giving this one a 5 out of 5 is because not really a whole lot of time is spent advancing the story. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see the character interactions, the character growth, but the story isn't really advancing too much on this. A few more people are introduced.
Yes.
But with the lineup of G.I. Joe characters in general for the past, 70 years almost?
Yes.
Right? 50s?
For the most part, yeah.
50s? No. 60s, 70s. So about 50 years, just about. Yeah. So yeah, like, every issue is going to be spent, you know, catering to, okay, let's introduce this toy, or this character, or this guy. And that's amazing. I love it, right? Include everybody you want to, but, you know, tell the story. You know what I mean? Like, this one just felt like it was introducing new characters just to introduce new characters, or like to sell something. It felt like an old, cartoon. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, but you know, but yeah, 4 out of 5, definitely worth picking up. Especially this. I think this is Nathan's already. So is Micah? No, Villalobos. Yes. Definitely pick up G.I. Joe number 3. I still highly recommend it. Especially, like, this is my favorite cover out of them. We got David Finch. David Finch did a cover. I think I have one back there.
They've had some very nice covers.
They've had some really cool covers. Nice. All right, so yeah, definitely pick it up. Now for what I think we can both agree on was Comic of the Week.
I believe so.
Comic of the Week. All right, Comic of the Week. Ultimate Wolverine number 1.
Yes.
First of all, the artwork is sick in here. Okay. If you saw, if you read the Ultimates 1 year in, one shot
preview to him,
a couple weeks ago. If you saw that, the ending artwork is pretty much what you're getting throughout the entire issue. So fantastic, in my opinion. The writing is dark, like straight up dark. You find out how they make a Winter Soldier more in depth.
For the most part.
There's a bunch of rumors and stuff circulating about how Wolverine came to be,
who he is, what he is.
Exactly. And then you see how they condition him. Well, apparently he can't be conditioned, and so they have to forcibly mess with his mind.
Mind control.
Yep. Telepaths are alluded to in here. Maybe there's a Professor X. I don't know.
Twisted Professor
Maybe there's a weird twisted version of Emma Frost or Jean. I would think it's Jean. Like, because you know what?
They've been layers subverting to why he's infatuated with him.
That would. All right. But this is the Ultimates. They've been subverting pretty much every expectation that we've had so far. Except for the Venom thing.
That's ongoing.
That may be. We'll find out next week when Ultimates 5 comes out. Or, Ultimate Spider-Man number 13?
The best ongoing.
I think, no, 13.
The best ongoing comic right now.
Ultimate Spider-Man?
To me, I love it.
That's the best one. But yeah, Ultimate Wolverine, straight contender for what I believe might be the best Ultimate storyline so far. It's barely issue 1. The way that they illustrate and write the scenes, kind of makes the reader, like puts the reader in Ultimate Wolverine's mind, because you're watching, you're reading something, you see one scene, and then immediately in the next scene, it's something almost completely different. I'm not going to tell you anything about that because like that would be a huge spoiler.
I had to get some stuff clarified.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, like I was all like, "Wait a minute, I thought this was that, but this was now that, but nope, that was actually this."
Yeah.
So you know,
I actually read it twice right there because I had to go back in and look, but I was confused because what you had told me and then what I was reading, I was like, man, I don't know. Oh, okay. Yes. So there's some twists throughout the entire issue, not just at the end. Yes. Actually, no, there's not even a twist at the end. It's just somber.
It's reveals and somberness. Yes, especially that.
Yeah, like there's characters that may have a history with some other people, and they may or may not make it out alive. I'm not going to tell you for sure, but it is a really good read. It's fantastic. I'm super excited about where this goes next. I want to see if or when he breaks out, because this issue just makes you makes you hate certain characters in the Ultimate Universe just straight up, like they need to die. And then it's really weird because their 616 counterparts are like super like on the side of the angels kind of thing, and
just tremendous people.
Yeah. And then you read this and you're like, man, they really gotta friggin' die.
Especially if you read 1 year in. It's
definitely. Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Like half of them are supposed to be heroes in their own right in the 616, and then the Maker comes in and just mind messes everybody up. But yeah, the Ultimate Wolverine, definitely pick it up. Definitely 5 out of 5. Comic of the week, in my opinion.
Yes. I'll give it sames.
Samesies. All right.
6 claws way up.
You got mad at me for the duking out pun. Stop it.
No, I didn't get mad because of the pun. I got mad because you're trying. You know that meme of Weird Al and the lawn care thing with Alanis Morissette, and how I forgot what particular lawn care it was, and Alanis Morissette tweets replying to it saying a song pun or whatever. Then you got Weird Al below him being like, "Hey, stay in your lane." That's what this is.
Okay.
Gimmick infringement.
Right. Gimmick infringement? Okay, fine. I won't be funny anymore. I'll just look funny. All right, guys.
That's what we both do. We both got that.
All right, guys. I think that about does it for us today. We'll go ahead and see you guys on Sunday. If you like the rantings and ravings of two madmen, go ahead and give us a like, follow, share us with your friends. And yeah, we will see you guys later.